Peace and love, beautiful souls. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well today. Today is June 16, 2025. Hope you are doing well. It is a new message, and I feel like Spirit is going to be bringing some messages through this reading today. I have seen a feather, and I haven't seen a feather on my path in a long time. And if you know anything about feathers, you know that is a direct message from your ancestors and spirit guides. And just a few moments ago, I seen my first hummingbird of this season. I looked out my window, and there it was. It appeared just above, and I was like, wow, Spirit is near, definitely sending us messages. So let's get into it. We're going to get started with 3 bells, sound bells, rings of the sound bell. So go ahead and close your eyes and take this energy in. I already put the Palo Santo on, so we should have some clearing of the energy as we continue. Going into divine prayer at this time. Dear God, Source Creator, the Most High, giving thanks to you each and every day. Thank you for another day, another opportunity to walk on this earth. Dear God, I'm calling upon you to continue to be guided on my path with clear mind and clear heart as we move forward. I pray for the collective that we all may be uplifted in mind, heart, and spirit, to continue the work that we are set out to do, and do it with love and more joy and more compassion. Giving thanks to the archangels, the angels of the Most High. Giving thanks to the ancestors known and unknown. Giving thanks to the elementals, fire, air, water, earth, and spirit. Amen and Ashe. I'm going to ring the bell again because I just felt called to close that prayer with another sound. It's a beautiful day, y'all. I hope everything is going well in your world. We're going to get into it. The crystal of the day is amethyst. Amethyst, amethyst, amethyst. Amethyst was the first stone I ever bought when I started collecting crystals. I lived in New Orleans at the time, and I went to this shop in the French Quarter. And at that point in time, I was carrying a lot of energy, a lot of unprocessed emotions, a lot. And I walked in knowing I needed to find something that was going to work with release. And amethyst has been with me for a long time. I love the song. It's great when it comes to clearing the mind, the heart. It's a great stone. So let's find out what amethyst is going to tell us, or what information we have on amethyst. Amethyst is an intuitive guide that facilitates a deeper understanding and connection to yourself and humanity. It is well known, received, and adored by all who see, wear, or touch it, and offers common ground and meditation to all in conflict or opposition. Amethyst is the gatekeeper to humanity's connection to the crystal and mineral kingdom. It is excellent at helping to facilitate acceptance and understanding when faced with opposition or conflict. In addition, amethyst clears the mind of the story that is creating chaos, acting as an elevator between the heart and the mind and strengthening emotional intelligence. Its frequency moves you from rigidity and into the purification of the heart, helping you to overcome frustration by facilitating positive, gentle, forward movement. And the last one, amethyst is a helpful companion in looking at addictive behaviors and accepting responsibility for them. It peels back the layers behind the facade, giving you courage to look at the shadow self. Spiritually, it is an essential stone in healing the process of addictive behaviors or substance abuse. It empowers you to practice self-forgiveness and shields you from any negative thought patterns. Amethyst is a dynamic pillar of support to explore the depths of spirituality and bridges the multi-dimensional realities of existence and our unique human experience. Y'all, Amethyst has been with me. That was my first stone, and that was back in 2014 or 2015. And look where we're at now. It talks about connecting to the different realities of the multi-dimensionalities, and it talks about support through release of addictive behaviors, whether it's substance or shopping, overthinking. It releases that. It gets you back centered to self, and it's a bridge to spirituality. So I definitely appreciate that. We're going to get in the divination of ancient today. And the reason why I'm picking this one, because I feel Spirit is really calling me to shift into all of the cards I have. And I see 55 on the clock, and it's 555 at this time. So it's a number of change. Once again, I've been bringing that number up multiple times. But I think it's time to really tap into the different oracle cards that I have and utilize them and see what messages we get from them. We're seeing that feather a few minutes ago, probably less than an hour ago. That was confirmation on a premonition I had last night, and letting me know that guardian angels and spirit guides are always near. I've been seeing 333 heavily today, so I know the ancestors are near and watching over us and continue to support us. And there's even more confirmation when I seen that hummingbird just a few minutes ago. I was telling my brother, I am an identical twin. I also have 8 siblings, so I come from a big family, big nature people. And I was telling him, I haven't seen a hummingbird in so long. And I always would see them like 2 years ago. They will always fly around my home. But seeing one today is just really lit me up and has me excited at this time. So it's 7 minutes into this reading. Let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, we're pulling from a divination of ancient. Dear God, Source, Creator, Most High, call upon you for clear messages at this time. Call upon the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, known and unknown, of the highest white light, and highest love, highest frequencies to come in and to give us messages at this time. Ashe. So let's go ahead and get into it. The reading I did yesterday, I said it was the 16th, but it was the 15th, not the 16th. And I realized yesterday that I just had so much energy that was on me that was not mine. And then so many interference with creating that video yesterday, but I'm glad it posted. It took literally over an hour to upload on YouTube, and I was like, something is really trying not to get this. Something is holding this message back and didn't want that message to come through, but it's posted. So I hope y'all listen to it and enjoy it and take from it what you may. So let's see what we're going to get out today. I'm going to pull 4 cards, 3 main cards, and then one that's overarching. So let's see. I think this first one is going to be our overarching message for today. And let's see what comes out. And then we have the first card, Psychometry. Sensitivity. Wow, sensitivity. Okay, that is our overall message for today. Let's pull 3 more. So that sensitivity, that speaks a lot about what happened yesterday. The energies that was coming about, whether it was me speaking, me recording, and once again, I'm one shot and we over. But yesterday I literally had to stop and record maybe 3 to 5 times just to get the message through. But we here, Ashe. 9:09 on the clock, Ashe. Ooh, this one is speak coming out. Candle, illumination. Spirit asking for 2 more cards to come out for clear messages for us today. Whatever 2 cards we are going to accept. We have 1 more that came out. Scrying mirror projection. That speaks a lot to what I'm experiencing in many forms right now. Let's get 1 more. Spirit guides, elementals, please allow whatever message you want to come out at this time. And dice, gamble. All right, so looking at this what we're receiving, the overarching message is sensitivity. So that to me symbolizes, it's 10:01 on the clock, Ashe, about to be 10:10 on the clock. It's about understanding and being tapped into your emotions, what patterns, what shifts that may come towards you. Being an empath, being a highly sensitive person, I feel everything as I shared before, but I think it is even imperative at this time with these other cards, illumination, projection, and gamble, about what is your energy, what is not your energy. Understanding that it is important with this illumination card to really see what's going on. What is going on? Using your sensitivity, psychic abilities to see what is going on. But also understanding with the next card, projection, a lot of people project. We often project, but guess what? When you are tapped into your sensitivity and you're aware of yourself, you're able to see what is yours, what is not yours. And a lot of people project, and sometimes you take it on as your own, other times you don't. 11:11 just passed on the clock. So I appreciate this card. And then gamble, dice and gamble. Is someone gambling with you? And not just with you as far as in the financial and the game aspect, but in the game of life. It's important to be mindful of what people do and how it impacts you. And a lot of times people, when it comes to relationships, they gamble. It doesn't matter if it's a romantic relationship, work relationship. People are always taking chances and they're gambling with different things. We always have a choice, but are we making an intentional choice? And I think what I'm hearing is that we have to use our senses to be very clear on the projections that we receive in this world. 12:07 on the clock, Ashe. So let's get into the meaning of these cards. So we're going to start off with psychrometry, sensitivity. Your sensitivity is increasing at this time. You may find that what once excited you no longer appeals, and that you are leaving behind certain friends and pastimes as you continue to walk your spiritual path. That speaks directly to me. And so much I have released and let go, and so many things that's not in alignment, but I'm still receiving energies from people that wants to remain attached, and that attachment is no longer there. That cord has been cut. But I think they're trying with their projection and they're gambling, thinking that they still have a place. And I release with love and peace. I release with love and peace. I release with love and peace. In busy places such as shopping malls, nightclubs, and pubs, you may feel drained, or that people's energies are too frantic for you. As your sensitivity heightens, your body may no longer tolerate synthetic food, GMs, pre-processed, ready-made meals, sugar, wheat, alcohol, caffeine, or carbonated sugar drinks. Don't worry, that life will become boring, though it won't. Don't worry that life will become boring, though it won't. As your tastes change, you will become accustomed to a new and more gentle approach to life, and your old desires will melt away naturally as you adopt a healthy lifestyle, making you feel even more alive. Indication: fruits and veggies, all natural food, contribute well to my mood. Spiritual gifts heighten while I embrace a health lifestyle. Y'all, this is so important, that especially where we are in this world when it comes to processed food, what we intake, what we put in our bodies, how the phrase go, you are what you eat. So what we put in our body matters. The food, the water, the energy, the people, all of those things matter. So as we move forward in this spiritual journey, in your spiritual path, my spiritual path, the sensitivity will heighten. And the reason why it's heightening, because we're becoming clear beings. We're moving from that 3D level to that 5D level. And it's important to be mindful of what we are taking on. 1441 on the clock, 1444 on the clock, Ashe. We have to be mindful and understand that what worked in the past, what we thought was entertainment, what we thought was, an alignment with us, as you shift consciously and spiritually, everything else must follow suit. And it's okay to let things go. It is time to let things go. Are you going to let it go? It's time to let it go. Let's go to the next card, Candle Illumination. You have been asking for something for a long time now. Be assured that very soon the answer or solution you have been waiting for will be illuminated. Too often you have dismissed direct divine guidance, mistaking it for your own thoughts, which you have then analyzed and pushed to the back of your mind. Instead, it is time for you to realize your natural claircognizance, and that's clear knowing, abilities, and accept that it is how you receive your message from Spirit. Doing so will enable you to clearly understand your next steps, as your ideas will appear as a bright, burning candle lighting your way, 15:55 on the clock. You can trust the message you have been given. Allow your inner light to shine brightly, for by doing so, you illuminate the way for others to follow. Incantation. As I stare into the flame, mistrust gone, I release all blame. Through the glow, now I see, answers are revealed to me. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Listen, that claircognizant, which is the clear knowing. That's spot on. That premonition I had to get up this morning, y'all, and I had to call. I had to make 2 phone calls quickly, because what I realized as I've been doing this work, as I've been tapping into people that also have these gifts and abilities, they're strong and they're coming on very clearly for me. So I had to make that call to provide knowledge, because Spirit led me to have that vision, that premonition, and to make sure that I am using the gifts that's been placed upon me and ensuring that it is used. The message was well received, and I appreciate that. And I'm blessed to be in these abilities and come into them even stronger. And I think with me releasing past things, past behaviors and patterns, the sensitivity has heightened to ensure that the gifts are on and strong. Next we have the scrying mirror, projection. You currently desire something so strongly, your focus is completely blinkered, and you cannot see the pitfall that might come from achieving your goal. The scrying mirror card reveals that your obsession for possession has blinded you to some negative aspects of your goal. It is vital to be completely clear about what you wish for. Least someone, including yourself, is harmed in the process of gaining it. Monitor your thoughts and words at every moment, as what you give out will come to you threefold. Gaze long and deep within, intending to truly understand your ambitions. When you recognize that everything that happens is merely your projection, your focus will change, and the reflection of the love in your heart will dazzle others, and ultimately yourself. Incantation. My heart is finally set free from thoughts of how I must have to be. Mirror, mirror, as I cry, I see my own true love. 'Tis I. So this is important, y'all, especially when they spoke about achieving a goal and not really realizing all aspects of the goal. Sometimes we get so focused on a certain outcome, we're not mindful of the impact that has on others. We're not mindful of that impact it will have on us, because we're so focused on one aspect of it, which is the end result. We can no longer just move on the end result without realizing what must go into it and what will come out of it. This speaks to me because I'm in the process of selling my home. And in that, there's negotiations back and forth. The end goal is to get the home sold. But this message is speaking to me because as I go through this process, I must be mindful of what I'm seeking out of this, And seen is as if all is done fairly, all is done justly, all is done with love. So I appreciate Spirit leading me to this, because once again, it's reminding me that what we put out is what we receive. And it goes back to the previous messages in the other videos. It's about love and acting out of love versus acting out of selfishness. 2020 on a clock that just passed, Ashe. And I think that's going to speak to this next card of Dice Gamble. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't gamble at all. Gambling was never my thing. Casinos has always been a turn off for me. I never liked the casinos. I never could understand them. I never been a game person, which is crazy, right? Even growing up as a kid, games never really excited me as far as like Nintendo, PlayStation, all that. But the energy I feel when I go in casinos, I never liked it. It never aligned with me. And I'm just that person, if that's my money, I ain't trying, I would love to win, don't get me wrong, but I'm not willing to take that chance. 21:11 on the clock, 21:12 on the clock, Ashe. So let's see what Dice Gamble has to tell us. Should you stay or should you go? Yeah, I just said I was moving. Why is speaking to me? This is what you've been wondering of late. You want to throw in the towel, but if you do, are you running away from your responsibilities? Perhaps you should proceed and carry on. It might get better, but what if it doesn't? If a situation is not serving you as it should, if the situation is not serving you as it should, if are not being appreciated, then surely it is time to leave. However, as you have put in so much time and energy, it may be a mistake to leave before you reap the rewards. You can stay in the warmth of your current comfort zone or gamble it all away on a leap into the unknown, which might eventually lead you to adventures that will fulfill your soul, dreams, and desires. Only you can decide whether or not to take the risk. Time to roll the dice. Incantation. If I leave, the stakes are high, a chance to live, to soar and fly. And if I stay, what would I do? To what I know, I would be true. Ashe. Y'all, this is Ashe. God is good. Amen. Y'all, listen. I just spoke about moving. I just spoke about the sale. I just spoke about and now we talking about option. Are you going to stay or you going to leave? This is confirmation for me. I shall receive, and I hope it's confirmation for you that it is time to leave. It is time for a new adventure. It is time to take the chance, and I am currently in the process of doing all these things. I'm most likely, God willing, inshallah, I'm going to be out this home within 2-3 weeks. Closing is coming up. I just got the offer last week. We set a date for 30 days out. Someone's coming tomorrow to do the inspection. We're on a roll. And what's speaking to me is that in the process, I came across something in this process, 23:33 on the clock, Ashe, that I brought up. I'm like, this is something that needs to be a part of it. But what I'm hearing from Spirit, let it go. Release. It's time to release. No matter what the outcome is, the season that I'm stepping into is anew. It is right here. It's time to step in. And that means whatever must be left behind, leave it behind. No matter if it's a cost associated or not, let it go. What we give is what we get. So it is time to take a chance. It's time to take a chance on your life as well. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling as if things are not adding up in your life and where you at, what you going to do? You going to remain where you are, or you going to bounce out and move? You follow me? It is time to make a choice and understand that everything is always divinely guided. And there's no mistakes in life. A lot of times we hesitate on making choices and making decisions because we want it to be accurate, quote unquote. We want it to be in alignment, or we want it to be whatever. 24:42, 24:44 is on the clock, just now, Shay. But it's time to take that leap of faith and have that confidence within yourself But most importantly, have that confidence and faith in the Most High, in your spiritual team, in God, source, creator. Because all things are working out for your greater good. No matter no matter what story you're telling yourself, no matter where you're at in this current moment in time, all things are working for your greater good. Use that as an affirmation to believe and believe in yourself and believe in spirit, because all things are happening. 25 o'clock, Ashe, which goes to 77, Ashe. All things are happening for your greater good. I wish you nothing but the best. May God bless you and may God keep you. And till we meet again, I'll see you back around. Peace.